All right. Only Wednesday. Hour. Mike V. Something if TGH does for you. First of all, as you have while I'm talking and you can scroll through the data, you also have Coach giving his video in the corner. Two high level things, many high level things going on at the same time. Least of which you have to worry about is what's moving or why in TGH, okay? Unbiased opinions most of the time about, first of all, we upgrades, downgrades, Wall Street research. I post my trades. And first of all, tantamount is this. After I say good morning, correct. Go to yesterday's PTGH, hour. You don't have to take my ideas. You shouldn't. Okay. When I see something, know your moderator. When I see something like SMCI calls off the board yesterday, or a guy that's or puts the most puts ever. And by the way, you had to keep that in mind going into yesterday's close. Still, that dip that they had, whatever it was, of 40 handles, 50 handles into the close, they scared. You have to think. They scared the people that were long out and wanted to flush in some sort of CPI. And then the plan was even better than there. Please go through it here. AEM again. Okay. Let's go to the board. It's how they finished today, really. Okay. And it's the same as the rotation. You have to hit it. And with the VIX coming down like this, when they're knocking down these consumer, cyclicals or staples, and the other ones are drifting up, I'm down a Foot Locker. I would never. I'll get into it in a second. Let's get to the board. Let's get to what calls are interested. You're just pulling back a touch. Here's the VIX. That's most important. All right. A couple of business chart minutes. First of all, the VIX right now pulling back. There's not many. Seriously, it is what it is. But the VIX pulling back is the most bullish thing that's going on at the market. All right. SPX, you want to hold 5,600, ideally a breakout to 5,650, and it's rotation. Okay. What stocks look good? CRWD. That's going to be a buy on a pullback. That type of distribution is not a break and then it's not like a what else broke that was going down, like a TTD that broke and kept going down. That's broken, even though if you want to actively trade it. Something like a CRWD, best of breed, if you will, that reclaimed the 200-day. That's a product of the market. Even the bounces were somewhat healthy. What else looks good? Celestica. That was the one on the list all day long, all week long, starting from Monday morning. Why? I still know what happened. Okay, it was one of the stocks, a behemoth. Same type of premise that it came down smoothly and still held the all important 200-day moving average. Didn't mean it would have worked. It just said where your edge was. Okay, that came down close to 200. Maybe it comes down again, but it's a bigger move than you think. Not that you're going to get the bottom, but it gave you a chance. 78 to 90, that's $12, give or take the pullback. What else worked? VST. This was a clean trade too. David Tepper's biggest position. That undertook that's another one. So you know what? I'm sorry if you own UAL, which by the way, I believe was coming down to the weekly 50-day moving averages pointed at the TDH. Doesn't mean it's over. There's there's the proverbial line in the sand. 50-day on the weekly on some sort of support isn't the most bullish situation. But yet again, we look at it. All right. General Motors. All right. I'm sorry if you own it. Actually, that was weaker today. What else? Stocks that are moving. You know what? What you really wanted to take were stocks that were acting well this morning and then held before any type of flush. This Viking Therapeutics, okay? Not a barn burner, but this held early. This didn't pull back that much. This was strong early. And it was actually strong before the CPI because it had news. This might be a good take or to look at something. This was strong early. That's what you want. Shrugged off the news. What else? Coles, I mean, they killed it. You know, it's another one? Clean trade. They are talking about Avago. That's clean, in my opinion. Do I have any questions? Shrugged off. All right, what am I in now? I just sold it 28,000 LI. NIO, but okay, let's go to another one. NIO needs a day of rest. NIO's the proverbial, listen, if you know what you're dealing with day of rest. Hold on, this is the day of rest for at least the K-Web. You know, that was an easy trade, if you will, no matter what it was. Volume, calls, had it, you know, now you want it to shake out a little bit. This is one of the trades where, you know, I'm not necessarily throwing this in, you know, the portfolio, but you want it to work, you don't look at it. That's one of those positions. LI, where is it? Good. I just sold, listen, I literally sold 20,000 LI here. Maybe I'm wrong. Look, right here, right before I came on the executions. What's breaking high now? F-cell. I have F-cell, by the way. That's breaking high. Look at this. I have 60,000. Look at how this thing saved me. This thing was $5. Now it's $7. NVD acting well. Groupon is the stock of the day. I apologize for those that are looking for a pure play. I'm going to tell you, I've seen it. This stock has it in it. Okay. And by the way, for those, I'm pontificating, you don't have to take it. All you know is it's got supported a 200-day moving average. The stock has gone from 9 to 14. You may want to play whatever you want to do, short, whatever you want. Now I'm looking at here. Now, what have they done in the past, whatever, 9 out of 9 days? They sold, including yesterday, the close. Now the market looks a little bit toppy to a degree, at least a very, very short term. I'm talking about as a, you know, a swing trader type of situation. So am I thinking right at this, right at what time is it? Give or take. All right. Are they going to dump it or are they going to rip it? If they rip it into the close, people are going to sell into it. If they're going to dump it, they're going to buy more. That's the thinking. IONQ holding game. So smart. It is, Jeff. And you know what? It took so many calls yesterday. I had it under the 200-day. I had a lot of things. I traded it well. Listen, I get IONQ is good. Marvell, they're buying Marvell into the close. That's all I'm saying. Do what you got to do. Better trades. Oh, you know what stock I have a lot of? I've been buying it poorly, but it's going to go. MPW, you might know it, Jeff, you might know it. McDooley, if you're back there, I apologize if you wanted to pass on and go the other way. What are you going to do? Tough love. You might know it. Michael Paul Williams. MPW, how does this thing not go? Heavily shorted too. Weekly. But it is, you know, whatever. I've done worse. Got a shot. Let's see what's moving the last, you know, bottom line. Let's see what's moving. The last 60 minutes. Listen, the first part of the day is the, you know, smashing grab rookie money. The money's at the close. Percent gainers, 16 minutes. Lunar, Upstart, Rocket, NBIS. Somebody told me about this today. They like this thing. Somebody told me this is okay today. I'm not going to take it. It brought up my look, and there's a gap. Don't take my opinion on it. Don't get that. Lunar was 6 and change 2 days ago. Not interested. Percent losers. UVIX, that's what you want to see. All right, this is the page. MPW, right, Jeff? What do you think? See, I'm not placating you. I need help. What do you think about this thing? I've read about it. Never buy. Listen, okay. I hear it pontificate, never buy something for a short squeeze, but it actually is very, listen, if this goes, it goes. If this goes, it's got 8 or 9 on it. For me, the risk is worth the reward. There's the weekly. It's a little extended, if you will, on the weekly, the MACD, but with the way the way the market goes, this is a weekly, by the way. If it's going to go, this weekly is going to, be 80, and then it's really going to go. So I'm not, if it's going to, I shouldn't even be looking at RSI. All right, let's look at people like, let's look at, yeah, thanks, Jeff. Serious. Come back. I apologize. Marvell playing a bounce. Don't trust what I say. It's not my opinion. Trust what I do. RCKT. There's another one of our friend, the Rev. Thanks, Rev. Let's look at it because I did see it came up with what's just moving just now. Rocket Pharmaceuticals. Look at this thing, Doji. You never know. I've done, look, and that's a weekly, by the way. That's even better. Well, you know what? Listen. RCKT. It's got it in it. I don't know if it has news, better stocks. If it's going to go, this is the type of stock where the future's open down, maybe 50 handles tomorrow. It's down 10 cents. You know what I mean? It's up to you if it goes. That's what I think of. But Rev is a sharp dude, a friend of ours, and he's good. This is it. Okay. Well, if you can get in the room, I've known Mark for a decade, maybe even longer. Matt, if you're listening, one of the best futures traders out there. Get in the room. And he's right. This is the bottom line. Last hour, what's been happening? So brilliant. And it's 15 minutes ago. Last hour is when the bears will try to press. They've been pressing 9 out of 9 days. All right. So in my opinion, if they rip them, I'll take a bunch. You know what? If they rip them into the close, I have to evaluate. If I wasn't in, maybe they still pop again. If they do, I'll reevaluate. If I wasn't in the stock now, would I want to be in it into the close? If not, whatever the thinking is, if I wouldn't want to be in that much at the close or I wouldn't start a position there, I'll take whatever thinking with that mindset takes off. If I would want to be in it as it's rallying or whatever it may be doing, then I'll keep it on, if not add, or maybe start something. Oh my God. Thank you, Mark. Some buying attempt. Net. Adobe bullish. Adobe has earnings tonight. Let's look at the earnings list. Mick, give me a win. Mick, give me a win or two. I will never see Mick. Mick, have a good day. Hopefully, me and Ascot one day. I always have a TGH sweatshirt in the trunk. You do what you want. What has earnings? Big slow of the day. Listen, if they melt, I really, I'm just, it's just a reminder. I'm not splitting the atom again. That's a redundant statement. If they hike them into the close, take some off. You know what I mean? You can't be. I was the only one in America buying CRD yesterday. Remember, it's not where a charted stock has been. It's where it's going. Think about that. You have to take those into consideration. It's hard to do. It took me 28 years. I'm still learning. That's why I still say it. I don't care who's listening. 1 or 1,000 people. I do it for me. Just like Drago and Rocky. And by the way, I have a good peer group. I'm the only piker that's still sitting here. Believe me, my group is making bigger calls. Believe me, I'm the smaller one. I'm not putting myself down. You know what I mean? I am, though. I think Adobe has earnings. Somebody's told you. QBTS got, oh, look at this. This is sexy. Oh, oh, this is getting interesting. Let me post this TGH. Get to the close. Some lottos. Back on. You can look at TGH now. That's after the close. And this is before the open. coin before the open. China, all across the board on the open. That changes my mindset. Because I'll tell you, I have a couple of them. I have LI, I hope I sold. All right, what do we flank here? Anything? I really shouldn't be talking about what's taking lottos. Dollar General. Okay, this isn't, okay, let's look at DG. As earnings before the open. Stock's been up like $7 last 2 days. If you didn't trade it, you probably didn't. I'm not saying you had to, but it was indicative 3 days down, by the way, of what was going on in the market. They ran away from Walmart. They couldn't stop us. Still are running away from it. Now, maybe they sell techs in the morning. Maybe they flip to Walmart. Maybe Dollar General is positive and comes in a good number and hits the 200, the 50 thing, comes in and Walmart bounces, $4. You got to think of these things. Maybe NVIDIA pulls back. What else? I'm out of breath. It's been a long winter. What else is earnings? This is before the open. Dollar WB, China. Q2, China. Coin, keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Trade it. You can keep it in mind. And let's go to after the close, because that's even more, actually more, but sooner. Adobe. Adobe's a mover. Gonna get out the pad. What happened here? S has been taking calls. Don't advise it, but it's cheap. This is $19. Look at this freaking S. It's like the honeymooners. Look at this S cargo. Look at this thing. That's in cybersecurity, insecurity. Sentinel-1, can't do it. Path, AEO, nothing. Nothing hits me. All right, we'll see this NN has been high. All right, I'll leave it there. Be in the room. Any questions? You never stop learning. You know the reason why I'm still here? I'm going to tell you something. And this is from the leading money earner, Hall of Fame jockey of all time. You might hear of him, Mike Smith. If you don't look it up, Google him. Trust me, it's one more than like Babe Ruth. You know why he's still riding at 58 years old? Is because he feels like he's going to miss an opportunity. I don't feel like I'm going to. I'm not here to really learn. I don't feel like I'm going to learn. It's not that I feel like I'm going to learn more. It's that I don't want to miss anything and then be on that up lower scale of not knowing or thinking that way. It's not that I think I'm going to put myself in the next tax bracket on the next trade. I'm not trying to. It's that if I fear I might miss something and lose an edge somehow. And that's why I do it. Doesn't make it right or wrong. It's me. Oh, look at this. LI. Bullish. When did they report? I just sold a chunk. No wonder. They sold into me. LI bullish. The guy bet $1 million. $1 million bet on LI. Look at this. This is incredible what's going on. News. Iran says released a letter from President Trump. LI. I got to get out of it. I don't like that. But if I'm in LI, well, no. I'll leave it then. Everybody good? Cheers. I'll try to do better the next time. Stop going. If I have better questions, I can narrow in. You know what I mean? But the real why I'm here is toward the close in the next 37 minutes. Cheers.